My name is Bubble Pop May, and recently I underwent SRS at the Montreal GRS clinic with Dr. Broussard, and it was amazing. It was a great success, and I wanted to make a series of videos about what post-op life is like and what you can look forward to and some of the most important things to keep up with. The single most important thing to keep up with is dilation, which is a series of medical dildos that you're going to put inside of you forever, pretty much. Now there's 4 different steps that you end up doing. The first one will be 1 month long, the second is 2 months long, the third I think is 3 months long or 6 months long. I have to double check that and do a series of videos with the third and fourth. I have done the first step and I'm now in the middle of the second phase. So when I said 4 steps, there are 4 dilators. You can see them here. And the Sumatran lilies, which I just got for myself because I like flowers anyways. So they'll have these numbers written on them, and I'll show you that in more detail. But you have 4 dilators increasing in size, and they give you this nice pouch. So you're going to wash the dilator with antibacterial dish soap before and after every single use. And then best as you can, don't touch the dilation, the wands, the dildos, on any length except for the finger grooves. Now, I'm going to wash these immediately following this video, but I thought you would probably get some benefit out of seeing these. I don't know if you've seen them before. So the first one here is this is one. The one is faded a little bit because I've been using him for quite a while now. So there's 3 finger grooves and a thumb groove here, and you're going to have it backwards like this. Now it's curved here. They're all curved at this point, so you can ease them past. You'll start here and then move like this, and what that does is bypass the pelvic bone, so it doesn't hurt. And then you'll go in, and there's 5 dots here. Now they mark the dot that you should at least be getting to this dot. If they mark it with black marker, it rubs off a little bit. You'll see it more obviously on the other ones. So you want to at least achieve that. Now, if you have less, it's not like the end of the world, but when you first have your surgery, there'll be some swelling. You might not get this, and then later on as the swelling goes down, you'll actually achieve more depth if you're diligent, and I'm being diligent. For me, I'm actually getting about 7.5 inches, so I'm like all the way over here. I'm bordering 8 inches. So when I spoke to them, I said, what kind of depth would I be expecting? They said 4 to 6 is the average inch depth for a vagina, and that apparently is true. So women, before they hit their cervix, apparently have 4 to 6 inches before there. Now it can vary, and as I said, it's varying quite a bit right now. I've been very diligent, and I'm getting close to 8 inches, like 7 inches, 7.5 for sure. And it's different on which one. If I've been walking around a lot all day, I might have some extra swelling, and so it might be a little bit tougher to get in, and it might only go to 6.5 or 7 inches. But if it's that first dilation in the morning, that might also be the case. But by the 3rd dilation, or if I'm not being as active, I'm going to get closer to like 8 inches depth. So it will vary a little bit, and as the swelling goes down, and I've been told it could take up to 6 months for swelling to go down, then you'll really start to get your true depth. The most important thing is to do this diligently. So for the first month, you're going to dilate. Well, this is as per Montreal GRS. I'm sure other locations might have different styles of doing things, just caveat. For the first month, I was dilating with 1 and 2. And I'll show you, you can see there's a depth increase, a girth increase, sorry. So you'll dilate for 10 minutes with the first one and 15 minutes with the second one. Once that month is done, you go into the next 2 months. So you do this, number 1 for 5 minutes, number 2 for 10 minutes, and here's a big step, number 3 for 15 minutes. You do this 3 times a day. Now that's as far as I am right now, and I'll do other videos. I do know that in the next phase it's 2, 3, and 4, and I don't know if that's 6 months or whatever, but 1 just comes out of the equation entirely. You don't do 1 anymore. So I'll leave him there now. So here's 2, and you can see there's a significant jump between 2 and 3. For the first, definitely the first dilation of the morning, I'm going to feel some tightness. There's sometimes some bleeding or tearing. That's apparently normal. He's 4.5 inches in girth. This is an impressive penis, basically. And that's not even number 4. Number 4 is 5 inches around. And as you can see, this is a healthy looking penis. So the next 6 months or whatever it is 2, 3, and 4. It's about gradual increases, so I'll be able to take, 5 inches with little to no difficulty. The final step is, I believe, 3 and 4. And that's, for the rest of my life, would be 3 and 4, 3 and 4. And you can, once you're healed and once you're at a point where you can have sex, which I don't think you're supposed to do for 3 months after your surgery, you can replace any one of these experiences with a more pleasurable dildo, or with actual intercourse, with be it strap-on or with a penis. So that can be done, and it only replaces the one time. So while I do intend to have all the sex, I'm probably still going to use my nice, colorful dilators. Now, is it comfortable? Is it uncomfortable? I want to make this video short, but it really depends. As I mentioned, in the morning it can be a little bit tighter. You might want to use more lube in the morning because you've slept a long period without dilating. There can be some discomfort. It's not a lot, and it varies from person to person. As you go on throughout the day, it gets much easier. Even after you do number 1 and you pull number 1 out and you do number 2 goes in easily. Number 3 hurts a little bit because things are tight. I always have a measure of discomfort so far with number 3. This is just getting him in, though. When he's in, I'm like, for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm like, oh. Number 3 is great, big 3, I call him, because, and I'm sure number 4 will provide the same benefit. At that point, he's pressing against my G-spot. Now, I know it's the prostate, but I'm calling it the G-spot, and you can't stop me. Now, the G-spot is accessible from both your vagina and from your anus. So we get double the orgasm power, 2 times. We're superior, is basically what I'm telling you. So when you go in, all you have to do is just slightly move him up or down to find it. And you'll feel it. You'll be like, oh, that suddenly feels remarkably good. And you can even seesaw it a little bit. Which I think Dr. Suporn is called dynamic dilation, but I'm just calling it playing with myself, medically. So that's about all there is to say about that. I'm going to line them up here for you for one more view. And these are the dilators from Montreal GRS, and I'm having a great time with it and getting great depth. So I hope that demystifies the issue for you. Enjoy the flies. I'm Bubble Pop Man.